guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we're renovating or furnishing another apartment because you guys said that you wanted more apartments, so I'm doing my best. I definitely prefer to build houses actually. Well, it depends a little bit on my mood because sometimes I'm like, okay, I just want to do something really cool interior wise because I feel like if I do a house build, I don't have the time to put as much thought into the interior because I spend way too much time on the exterior and you know, yeah. So with apartments, you can kind of go in depth with the interior, which is nice sometimes. So it depends a little bit on my mood, but yeah, I was really feeling this one. Like I really liked doing this one. It's a luxurious apartment. Did I already say that? Possibly, I don't remember. Most of it is black white. I've definitely used most of City Living I've definitely used City Living and Vintage Glamour Stuff Pack the most in this one because I feel like it just fit the vibe. It's very black white with a little bit of color here and there. I believe there is some blue in like a very, very small amount of blue in the kitchen slash dining room, and in the living room there's a little bit of yellow, just a tiny, tiny amount. A few touches of red in the parents' bedroom. Office has a little bit of purple, and what else is there? Oh yeah, the teenage daughters. I have this feeling that like these people living here would be sort of, you know, like Blair Waldorf. Like she's so spoiled, the daughter. Her room does not resemble Blair Waldorf's at all, but she's kind of like that princess. I don't know. You know what I mean though? So she's super spoiled, and therefore I just went a little bit crazy with her room. It's very white and pink, but very like silver, it looks very expensive in my opinion. At least I've used Vintage Glamour Stuff Pack a lot in her room, so I just wanted it to look like she was super spoiled. I don't know, I hope I managed. I also looked at a lot of Pinterest, pictures on Pinterest to see like what to do like with not headboards but behind beds. Because some people just put the bed there and that's fine. Some people put pictures behind it, mirrors, you know. I just wanted to see like what would look good in a luxurious, what would give it kind of a luxurious vibe to it. So especially with her room, I took some inspiration from that. It's very simple anyways, but I needed to take some inspiration from Pinterest, so I did. But yeah. Overall, I feel like this apartment is probably not something I usually do, so it was nice to try something different with the stuff that we do have because you get kind of in like a routine. Like right now, I like to make very warm interiors with like, you know, the more reddish warm wood that we got from both Rustic, no, that's not what it's called, Laundry Stuff Pack and Cats and Dogs. There's a little bit of it you can get together as well, and also Parenthood. So it's nice to try something different now and then, and this apartment definitely had me do something different, so that was nice. And the new game pack is coming out on, is it Monday or Tuesday? I'm not entirely sure, but I am a little bit nervous with it. I'm sure that some of the items are going to be great. I've seen a few pictures of them, but I've also seen pictures of spiders, and if you watched my videos before, you know that I am terrified of spiders. I don't even like them in games. Like, I can't. When wings have no, I don't even. I saw a picture of, what was it, a little sim boy, a kid, whatever, and he had a spider, like a huge spider on his shoulder, and I just thought, no, this is not gonna ruin my game, please. I don't want spiders in Sims. The small spiders that we got in the Vampire game pack, you know, the ones that crawl on the webs, they freak me out, so I'll see how it goes. It's gonna be fine, hopefully. But yeah, with this kitchen, by the way, I do end up removing some of those counters because I don't like placing counters in front of windows, but it was super awkward because this apartment has like a lot of big windows. So where do you put counters if you don't want to put them in front of windows? Yeah, I don't know. So they have a few counters here and there. I also end up removing one of the stoves and one of the fridges just to make extra counter space because there just was not enough. I know I could have placed them along the wall where the bar is, but I really wanted them to have a fancy bar because they needed that luxurious vibe, and a fancy apartment has a fancy bar, right? I think. I'm not sure. I've never been to a fancy apartment, so how would I know? To be honest, I just seen those pictures that I've found on Pinterest. But it's funny though, when you look up luxurious or luxury apartment on Pinterest, you get these like mostly Scandinavian looking apartments. I'm like, that's not fancy, that's just simple. That's not what I was looking for. Do I look for expensive apartments instead? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Expensive interior? I'm not entirely sure. Let's look at that the next time. By the way, guys, I've asked you a lot lately what kind of builds you want on the channel. I do have a whole notebook filled with ideas that I've written down like during the last many months, but I am up for ideas. If you want to give me ideas, if you got any that you want me to have a look at or anything, because I want to see how it goes if you guys give me ideas and I kind of do what you want me to do, you know what I mean? Like see how that progresses the channel. I don't care, I can't English, it's fine. Maybe you know what I mean. So if you got any ideas, let me know and I'll do my best. Hopefully, I mean, I'm working on like, this is the 19th day I've been working in a row and I'm tired of it. I just want a day off. Tomorrow I'm gonna take the day off. Saturday will be my first day off in 19 days. So that's gonna be nice. So show me some ideas and I'll have a look at them tomorrow, maybe later today as well. I'm hoping to stream tomorrow, by the way. I think we're gonna stream Not So Berry because I miss my household. I miss my Not So Berry household. Rosemary and Rose Petal and Marigold and all the pets. Oh my god, we got like 3 dogs and 1 cat. We got Rose, Noodle, Bella, and then the cat is called Furball, I think. So yeah, I miss my, oh yeah, we got Lauren Pastel Girl. I miss my my Not So Berry household. I'm really going to get back into it because it's been a while. I haven't had time to play them or anything. So, because I only do that on stream, so yeah, when you don't have time to stream, you can't play your Not So Berry household. That's just how it is. But now I want to get back into it. I want to stream tomorrow evening because I should have time. Let's cross our fingers. So yesterday I went to watch Black Panther at the cinema with my man and it was amazing. It was so different from all the other Marvel movies that's been out yet. So I just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of forgot that it was a Marvel movie now and then because it wasn't, I mean, it's super, okay, I don't want to, I'm not going to spoil anything from the movie, but everything I'm going to say has been in the trailer, you've seen it in the trailer, so don't worry. I'm just going to talk about the looks of the movie, like costumes and stuff, don't worry. So, okay, whatever. I hate when people spoil my movies or TV series, so I'm not going to do it to you guys. But it was just so fascinating seeing how they made like this super high modern, like highly modern city, but gave it African touches. Like I just loved it. They gave these like tribal touches. Also their clothing, even though some of it was like super modern as well, like okay, I don't want to talk too much, but it still had African like inspiration behind it. It was just so fascinating because, okay, I went to design school. Some of you may not know that, some of you may. I do love fashion, but that's not actually why I went to design school. I went to design school because I wanted to make movie costumes because I really love like the little details. I love just playing around with how creative you can be with it. Like, you know, you can do that too with just like fashion, but I just really like it's been like that since I was a kid and I watched Moulin Rouge. So I don't know. I just really like the small details you can do to form a character through the clothing as well. So it's, yeah. So that movie with all the small touches, all the small African touch, well, some of it had a lot of African touches, but you know what I mean. Definite inspiration from tribes and stuff like that. It was just so amazing to see, and I was like, sometimes I forgot to fully follow the story because I was just looking at their costumes. Like, it was amazing. So if you're like me and you're nerdy when it comes to that kind of stuff, yes, go watch it. But other than that, it was a really good movie as well. I did like the story. It was very touching at some points and sad, but then also cute. And oh my god, what is her name? I have to look it up. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing her name right, but Okoye. She's like the the warrior, the leader warrior thing. She's the one with the golden neck. I don't want to call it necklace because it's not. It's like a choke. It's like a massive choker. There's probably a word for it. I don't know. Whereas her guard has silver ones. She's got the golden one. So I'm guessing she's the leader. She was so funny, but at the same time badass. And I was just like, at some point, I think 15 minutes into the movie, I whispered to my boyfriend like, I love her. So she was great. I really liked her. So nice addition, because she was so serious most of the time, but she was so funny. So yes, okay. My whole room is vibrating right now because my boyfriend is doing laundry. That's great. If you can hear that in the background, I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, very well acted out and well written, and the costume's amazing, and just like, because you know I like architecture too, and the African touches they did to the architecture, it was just like you could see like these high, like totally modern buildings, but then with some huts on them. It was just amazing, you know, the small details. Love it. So go watch it. Have not said anything about the story. I have not spoiled anything. Nailed it. Okay. This is the parents' bedroom, and with a few red touches I was talking about before, there'll be a red rose that matches the lips on, I actually don't know who that is on the wall. I do change it to Marilyn Monroe though, who's also got red lips. So that kind of like fits together with the red rose. And then on the vanity table there will be one of those too. I also put some makeup, I don't know what they're called, but one of them is red. So they tie together like that. I kind of like that. And at some point I was also trying to brighten up the room a little bit because it got too dark. Like this apartment is very black and white, but mostly black, because I just felt whenever I put in a white wall, I just felt like it stood out too much. So I had issues with that. The only room that's not too dark is the daughter's room, because it's based on white rather than black. Does that make any sense? Like the flooring, I am pretty sure I made it white. Actually, I may not have. Okay, I don't fully remember, but it's definitely a much brighter than all the other rooms. But it's also like, I don't know, if it just felt more princessy. Is that a word? Possibly not. At this point as well, I think I kind of forgot that we got 2 different, or did we get 3? I'm not sure. Or I end up using 2 different wallpapers from the Vintage Glamour Stuff pack, and at this point I'd kind of forgotten that we had the other one that I'm gonna use, so at some point I'm like, hold on a second, and kind of brighten up the room like that, because you can see like it's way too dark. I was trying with the gray rug as well, but it just wasn't doing enough for me. I was trying to change the colors of the bed and the dressers and the vanity, but that just looked weird to me. So very happy I found that wallpaper. Yeah. But anyways, let me know what you guys think is a luxurious apartment. What would it look like? Like, what do you imagine when you think luxurious? Is it like this, the vintage glamour stuff, or is it more of a highly modern? Because I know this has like kind of like an old touch to it, a lot of it at least. So let me know. I'm kind of curious, like different opinions on these kind of things. I also decided, I know in the apartment to start out with, the Lily and Victor's apartment, they also have a walk-in closet. I chose to keep it because without it, the room would just have been too big, and I'm trying to make my rooms just a tiny bit smaller, so they're a little bit more cramped together, I guess you can call it. Like there's not so much random space that you have to fill up with just random stuff, basically. Also because looking at like interior pictures, rooms are not that big unless you got like open floor plan, you know, living room and kitchen in the same room basically, but maybe divided by a half wall or something like that. Rooms are actually not that huge, so I'm trying my best. I'm trying to make them a little bit smaller. I do like the floor planning downstairs though, although I was struggling to fill it up. Just at the end I was like, okay, what do I put in this corner over here, because there's like it's a corner and it's small. There's like 3 squares, I think. It's 3 squares wide, or is it tall? I don't know, whatever. With the huge windows as well, so I didn't fully know what to put there, but I feel like whenever I have a space that I'm not sure what to do with, I usually just put in chairs or a couch. Although this one was on purpose, because if you're sitting on that couch, There'll be a bookshelf over to the right, as you can see right here in the corner, but if you're sitting on that couch, technically, I know your Sims will not care because they're Sims, but if I was sitting on that couch, I could sit there, look out the window to the right, but also look out the windows in front of me, so that's pretty cool because it has quite a nice view over there. So I think the next apartment that I'm probably gonna do is gonna be like an opposite teens one, because I asked on the community tab and someone said they wanted to see an opposite teens with a party goer and a very nerdy kid, or not a nerdy kid, a party goer and a nerdy sim. So that was kind of a funny idea. So I think I'm gonna do that because I haven't done anything like that before. So I haven't done like opposite twins bedrooms either, I think. I mean, I've made opposite twins in CAS, but not anything in build. I don't recall. I could be wrong, but I think that's gonna be the next one because I kind of like that idea. So I'll have a look at that soon. Other than that, I don't have anything planned because, you know, Game Pack is coming out. So like I said, Game Pack is coming out. I just don't know what to do with it though. Like, what? It's so far from anything I've ever seen in real life, so I have no idea what to do with it. Like, I'm actually kind of clueless, but also because I haven't seen the items themselves, because I've mentioned this before, but I tend to avoid watching, what's it called, live streams, the Sims teams live streams, and also reaction videos, and I don't watch the pre-release, like the pre-release videos that people get to release here on YouTube. I don't watch those either. I try to avoid Tumblr because now people on Tumblr are getting early access too, so I'm doing my best to just avoid everything that's like, yeah, everything before I get it myself, basically. So I'll get it next week, and then it'll be all new and I have no idea what to do with it. But I'm hoping there'll be like a lot of collector's items because I can do something with that, but other than that, I don't know. Tuscan style is not my best, anything Mediterranean, not my best, but this isn't even that. This is like South American and I have no idea, no idea what to do with it, so that's gonna be interesting. But we'll see. I'm gonna have to do some research or something before I get it because I just no idea what to do with it. So yeah, I do end up changing this just a little bit to white paintings if I recall correctly, but I do end up using that one. I want to use that painting with the flowers on it so bad, but I just can never find like a place in my builds where it fits in, so I'm trying so hard to find a place where it fits in. However, I do end up using it here because she does have her own computer in her room. Of course she does. She's got her super fancy vanity over there as well, with her pink closets. It kind of reminds me of like a mixture of Blair Waldorf and Regina George, maybe. I don't know. I feel like she would be that kind of mean girl, the girl who lives here, like totally spoiled, gets whatever she wants, has the nice view over the city, whereas her parents have the view over the nature. Yeah, even though I'm pretty sure they don't mind that, but definitely, I feel like she's definitely spoiled. I had that feeling when I built the apartment, but yeah, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. Maybe you can interpret the interior in some different way. I don't know. Maybe they're royalty who lives here. Probably not. They wouldn't live in apartments. What am I thinking? But anyways, yeah, so no clue what to do with the new game pack was my point. But like I said, I do hope they have some collector's items that we can use here and there, because I have an idea with that, but other than that, no idea. So I'm gonna have to do like some research on South American houses because it's not anything I've seen like in real life. It's nothing I've seen in real life. I've been to the US. I've seen suburban areas in the US. I've seen rich suburban areas in the US. I've been to both Chicago and New York, so I've seen what are they called? Brownstones in New York? Is that what they're called? I think so. The townhouses. I've been to London, so I've seen that. It's like a lot of places, just not South America or Africa or Asia. I've not been there, so I don't know. We will see how it goes. But yeah, Pinterest can always help you if you're in doubt. Pinterest will save you. So I'm gonna I'm gonna trust my good friend Pinterest and hopefully dig out something that I can use as inspiration. I like this little corner that I made here because I used that wallpaper, yes, and then I found these two lamps. I think they're from City Living, but they fit perfectly in there, like right here. If you just size them down, thank you for giving us size down, by the way. If you just size them down, they fit perfectly in there, and I thought that was pretty cute. This apartment is actually pretty light in it's pretty lit in the dark. I'm just saying. But yeah, I do like how those fit in there. So I was quite chuffed with that. That's not a word that I ever use, but okay, it just came out of my mouth, whatever. So do like that little corner over there. And the bathrooms, I've only included this one because I don't know, you know, I don't like bathrooms. Not my favorite thing to build. So that's just how that is. And the other one was a little bit smaller and a little bit more cramped, so I had to move the camera a lot and it just got a little bit... Plus I also waited until the very end to make the... I should think I ended up recording and then I took a break and then I came back and I was like, okay, just get those bathrooms done. So they were right after each other and I thought maybe that was a little bit boring to include two bathrooms right after each other, so I chose to just include this one because I like this one better, and also because it's less cramped together, so I'm not moving my the camera that much. I know I go crazy with the camera sometimes, I'm sorry. Also, I did put in, no, at this point I remember, oh, you forgot, you forgot everything about laundry. So there are no laundry machines in here. Also, I do remove those laundry baskets because if you do have those laundry baskets, you have to do laundry. They activate it, so you can't even just use the laundry baskets. Like, you have to have the laundry machines as well, or the washing bucket. Is it called a washing bucket? I don't know. So yeah, too bad, no washing machines. See, here I'm like, nope, changed my mind. But anyways, I do like how this bathroom turned out though. It's a little bit bigger than my usual bathrooms because they're usually like 3x2 or 3x3. But I felt like they needed something more luxurious because, I mean, it is a luxurious apartment after all, so they need a bigger bathroom, right? Fits together with the rest of the build. So anyways, we're going into screenshots in just a second, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover. I hope you like this build. You can download it off the gallery. I think I haven't currently uploaded actually, but I think I had to upload it in 2 parts because there are 2 levels, so keep that in mind. I'll call it Luxurious Apartment Part 1 and a Luxurious Apartment Part 2, I guess. Very creative, but anyways, I hope you liked this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you did, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!